y'all. Hey. So we are back for our next episode of Payne Reality. And we are actually going to kind of continue the conversation we had next week because it was actually something I
Last week.
wanted to. Wasn't it last week? What did I
Yeah,
say?
you said next week.
Oh, we're going to continue the conversation that we started last week because I wanted to actually talk about something that occurred to me when we were discussing social media, and that is how the power of comparison when you're dealing with social media, especially when you think of your children that deal with social media, your couples that deal with social media, and all the things that they see. Social media gives us a very limited glimpse or view of your life. And sometimes you edit what you want people to see, for lack of a better word. People are do amazing edits. They got amazing music that adds to it. A little clip of this, a little clip of that, but it's not really showing the true picture of your life. And so sometimes people get caught up in what they see on social media and they try to recreate it in their families. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. Is how we compare ourselves to the things that we're seeing on social media, how we will go broke, spending a lot of money, trying to recreate things that we see on social media, and how, in a sense, that affects our family relationships, that affects our marriage relationships um, when we are trying to compare ourselves to people that we see on social media. So, what do you got?
Hello. That's all I got.
So Jew was actually supposed to begin to speak a
I
little
do talk.
more.
I do talk.
Several people have told him that
No, I said somebody, one person, not
I feel
several.
like it was several
No, it
people.
was one person. It was one person. Or maybe two, but not several.
So probably several people told him he actually need to have more conversation on these lives that we're doing. I mean, I actually agree because sometimes I feel like I'm doing all of the talking and Jew is not really, he's being Jew. This is what he does. He doesn't. He looks like this. He says funny things, and but he the type of person that somebody can say all of this information, and then he talked for like 2 minutes, and it's the most impactful, powerful thing ever. That's kind of how it be.
Maybe.
Like maybe. Sometimes maybe just says it all. What do you think?
Sometimes, but as far as the topic,
Yes, please. Thank you.
you said comparisons
Yeah, like
or
how
trying to.
yeah. Like okay, so I mean, I've gotten into, TikTok and, putting out yes, Jew, give us your feedback. Thank you, Kim. I feel like, his feed first of all, let's just say this. I was very surprised that he agreed to do this. So I felt like he was gonna have more to say.
All right, can we get back on topic?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right, we keep
I
talking about me and how much I talk.
I was a little bit. I mean, I was a little bit distracted about this whole talking thing.
I
So
know,
go
and then
ahead.
Kim just keep it going. Like, let it go, Kim Burley Brooks.
Go ahead. What you got?
But what I was gonna say is I agree. Sometimes I think like just like when people do the whole relationship goals thing.
Mm.
Me personally, we already talked about I'm not a big multi-platform social media person. But I am happy to say that I've never in my life posted somebody else and said relationship goals. That's one. The second thing is I'm also happy to say that by my recollection, which is on point most times, I've never compared our relationship to other people's relationships. Like I don't really get into the whole look what they got. You know what I mean? Look at that. Like, no, I just because to me you live your life. But I can see how it, could adversely affect different people families, even kids and stuff like that. Because the power of social media is great. Not great as in who great, but like it's great. Like
So when you think of our kids and some of the stuff that you've seen, do you think social media has affected how they do some certain things?
um, I think so. Only in a sense of like we had talked about before when you said you asked one of our kids about using the word narcissist, and
Mm,
they said they got that from TikTok, stuff like that. Like allowing social media to define, you know what I mean, like what things like that are instead of like looking it up yourself or like really like sitting down having a conversation about it.
right.
You like look at social media and like, oh, boom, one thing that they parents did, my parents do or did, boom, they narcissistic. You know what I mean? And you just put that label on it. Obviously, the dancing and stuff like that. But I don't know if our kids do a lot of the comparison, like, ooh, look what they got.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or like, yeah, our kids, well, we want a bigger house. We want, you know what I'm saying? Like Kendall will be like, I want to be rich. I don't think that's just the power of social media. You know what I mean? Like that's just a kid being like, I want bigger, better things.
I mean, I think it's actually social media with Kendall.
Think so?
Yeah, because when you think about it,
Maybe you're right.
because she watched all that stuff on
Maybe you're right.
YouTube.
Ryan, you and your toy review, Royal Family, all
Exactly.
you.
So I think that's where she gets that stuff.
Yeah.
Like when she says, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
when she want to go to Paris so she can see the Eiffel
Oh
Tower."
yeah, cause yeah, what's her name? The one girl.
Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even with our other kids though, like I do think, except Julian. Julian might be our only kid where I don't necessarily think social media has really pushed him as far as comparison is concerned. But I actually do see it in the other kids, not necessarily like things though. Like I think it is in a way that they act. A perfect example is if you'll ever see the young girls whose eyelashes are like this. They first seen that on
Hate
social
them.
media.
Hate them.
Like, did I
Hate
go to
them.
school and just one person in our school decided to wear eyelashes like that and then it affected the whole world? Like, how do stuff like that happen? Like, we're seeing our stars, our people who are famous, they do all that stuff, and then our kids are watching them do this stuff, and so it affects them. But at the same time, like, there's this Black Love page thing that I follow on Instagram, and this is bringing it back to now. I ain't never compared us to none of that stuff that I see, but I see a lot of the things they're trending. So on the Black Love page, you got one couple will blow up for this one idea, and then in a couple weeks you're getting 3 or 4 more videos of the exact same thing, the same wording, some of that same stuff. Or like we follow trends. I followed the trend, one of those trend things the other day, but it's just different stuff like that. That when you think about it, when you think about it, it negatively affects how you're looking at your family, because at the same time it's like, oh, I want to do that, or oh, let's go there. Like, my friend posted she went to, how do you pronounce it, Dubai,
Bye.
whatever, same difference.
Is it?
And I was looking like, wow, are we going to Dubai one day? I'm just saying. But that was on, so I'm just okay, go ahead.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with like seeing stuff and be like, I want to go. You know what I mean? I want to visit Dubai or Dubai. But
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
I
know what
think
I
it.
meant though.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's more so like looking at it like let's say you seen that and then you came home and you was like, why you ain't never take me to Dubai?
So then we got comparison.
Then I would say you comparing and it's a problem. Like that, I don't like social media can be good and bad. Like I don't think all influence from social media, even on kids and relationships, is bad. But at the end of the day, like if you're because I think with social media and comparisons comes unrealistic expectations sometimes. Or like people, like you said, not even just going broke, but trying to live above their means. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might be like, okay, I want to travel, based off of seeing what people put on social media. Okay, that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But if you're, oh well, we gonna get divorced if we don't visit 3 countries in Europe this year. You know what I'm saying? Because
Goals.
yeah, because because you've seen it on social media. You know what I'm saying? Just like living through these stars. What's the dude's name? Michael B. Jordan. Like what?
Everybody was talking like,
Who is it? What's her name? Harvey. What's her? I
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
her first name, but like their situation. I ain't reading this, man, Louis. Oh man, go to Dubai is reasonable. All right, we're gonna go on your ticket. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
No, but like I say, like I try not to like jump on offer my opinion, Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I thought about it, and this brings it back. Like when we're thinking about single people who looking to get married.
Let's talk about Lori Harvey and do next week. That's gonna be our show next week.
But
what? I know I'm saying, but I'm just saying like we don't know all the details, but let's dive into that whole she ain't ready. You know what I mean? Because like,
wait, okay.
What? I'm just saying next week because I think that's a good topic. I think a lot of people gonna chime in. I think that's a good topic.
Oh, okay.
I
guess he figured out what his topic is for
next week. Already got it. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Continue, Ray.
I mean, he made me lose my train of thought. But what I will say is a perfect example of the comparison on social media. Because last week we talked about Women Crush Wednesday and Women Crush every day. I'm not saying that like you did a good job this week. Like I've seen a few pictures of me floating around on Facebook. But my point being is
pressure, America.
What I'm trying to say is that was a trend of social media. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I'm like, well, you don't ever post me on social media.
Comparison.
Exactly. I began to compare like what you do versus what I'm seeing on social media.
Yeah.
And for lack of a better word, like for like a while, I'd be like, what's wrong with him? Because he ain't posted me.
See, what's wrong with me?
I really feel like something was wrong with you though.
Right. But you also just openly said that I'm not a big social media guy when it comes to like posting and stuff like that.
I know that, but there was still that point of me feeling some type of way because you were not posting.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's where, in my opinion, that's where issues can come in. You know what I'm saying? Where like the influence of social media or like your thoughts about, well, he ain't never post that, he ain't never made me his Woman Crush Wednesday or Woman Crush every day. Like that supersedes you understanding or knowing that I'm not that guy.
But so I get your point, but I'll be very honest with you because I feel like I'm that girl and you didn't cater to that.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah, so I felt some type of way for a long time. First of all, I felt some type of way because So Miss Kathy, yeah, he actually do post up like sports.
Tia, what? I don't post a lot of anything. Sports. No. Listen, I don't post a lot of what I do post. No, if a group I'm in or whatever is having like activities and stuff like that, how often do I post a sports post? Brothers, if you out there, Joseph, Ray Sean, somebody, anybody, please tell her I don't post that much. I comment on other people's posts maybe, but I do not post a whole lot.
Sports.
Miss Kathy, Miss Hunter, no. I don't post a lot of anything at all.
This leads me to what I'm going to say.
I actually probably share more people's posts than I actually post original content. But I digress.
You digress?
Yes.
So this leads me to what I was actually about to say. When it comes to sports, see, look at that. Look.
Who is that? We don't even know her.
Hey, wait. Thank you, Kimberly, because he posts sports a lot. Go skydiving. It's
Not
amazing.
happening.
You would never go
I'm
skydiving?
not jumping out no plane.
It's
I mean, I'll go
fun.
in the plane and watch you.
I did. I jumped out of a plane
Oh yeah,
before.
you was in the military.
Exactly.
Oh, I wasn't. See, he chiming in on those two. No privacy because of social media pressure. Oh man, see Louis, all right. That's
See,
enough of
Kim
that
said you
topic.
can go indoor skydiving.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
I mean, depending on how high it is, you get to kind of get the same effect.
We
So
better
for
not.
me, skydiving was fun. But I mean, I was in the military, so I probably had more experience than the normal person.
That picture's coming soon too.
What picture?
Carry on. The military picture.
Absolutely not.
Oh, it's coming.
No.
You just ain't gonna have the BC glasses on.
Why do we still got that picture?
I think I might.
No, never mind. Let's not even talk about
All
it.
right. All right, continue about your social media.
I don't even remember. I be getting sidetracked when we be having these conversations. I don't remember where I was at.
Oh, you was trying to throw me under the
I
bus.
wasn't trying to. Okay, yes, that's what I was about to say. I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus, but we have very different opinions when it comes to social media. So me, who's a social media person, who I actively engage in social media, to be the one looking at different trends and different stuff like that, where I'd be like, okay, well, I remember on, all 89,000 birthdays that we spent together, he gets an amazing shout out and I get nothing. Or, I'll get a reshared or something like that. So for me, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm actively comparing how I see different things on social media compared to what it is in our relationship. And so that actually affects, because then you get into the, well, what's really going on? This is how I feel. That's what I'm saying. And so now this week, and you're right, probably at the, you can just, do this. No, absolutely not. We're not going to do that.
I got you, Louis.
Hey, we're never going to do that. It's probably not the most flattering of myself. So we're going to leave that alone. We're just know that I've been in the military, and we were required to take the not so nice pictures. Can we just leave it at that?
Yep, I got you.
We'll just leave it at that. I mean,
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. What?
you didn't read it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see a post coming?
Miss Kathy, you was in the military, so you understand how some of those pictures weren't very flattering. And in any case, so yes, I often compared the things. Yeah, that was true in boot camp. Yes, they were awful. Most of those pictures was from boot camp.
Is she asking me or you?
I mean, that's a question for both of us.
I mean, you said yeah. You said yeah. I mean,
Okay, wait. You can't tell me what I said.
Because you did. You
But
said
no,
yeah.
that ain't got nothing to do with your response. This is a
Okay, so
Jew,
okay,
what's
so
your-
okay, okay, so all right, so hold on. Jasmine, hold on, Ashanti. Jasmine want to know what we talking about. Social media and comparison, like comparing your relationship to other trends and stuff like that.
Hey, Teresa girl.
Just yeah, stuff like that, Jasmine.
See, look,
Comparing
she
relationships.
said both.
Okay, so she want both.
We're
Okay.
gonna go back. Good question. So we're gonna go back to Ashanti's question first.
All right, and then we get to yours, Kimberly. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty dark, so you probably can't see me, but I'm still here.
Shut up.
All right, so what's Ashanti's question? So do you feel it's necessary to post your significant other? From a personal standpoint, I don't think it's necessary every day, all day, I would say. But like she said, she's a social media person. So I think when your mate is a social media person and they, you know what I mean, like tend to follow trends or like look at stuff sometimes the way that Tia says she kind of looked at stuff, then yes, I think it's necessary to post your significant other. Um, it's just hard to say how much because for me, I might be like, all right, once a week or once every so often. For her, she might be like, that's still not enough. So I mean, finding that
I would
balance,
never.
as I was saying, finding that balance is you know, you just got to find the proper balance for yourself. Um, but yeah, I think for the most part, it's probably necessary. I mean, like I said, that's based off of who your mate is, because realistically, like if she didn't post me at all, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a problem with it.
So I think yes, clearly. But I don't I don't think,
Tierra,
every
yeah.
single thing should be on social media when you're in a relationship. I don't think that. Um, but I do think there should be the normal, happy birthday, anniversary, just those big occasion type of things. I don't think it should be reshared from 5 years ago. I don't think that.
Can you stop bringing
Um,
up old stuff?
it's not really old because you
It
did that
is
last year.
right. That's old. That's how old is that? When
We're
was your birthday? When was our anniversary last year? We a year forward.
No, it's not. It's just, you know what? So I think yes, we should post our significant other on social media. However, I don't think it has to be this overindulgence of posting. I think that's just a bit much, in my opinion. But it is nice to randomly get on Facebook every now and again and see that he's posted me without us having to have that conversation last year that prompted this week's postings. So yeah.
Unbelievable.
See, Tierra agree you got
Of
to.
course, Tierra agrees. Willie Dingle, she coming for you, bro.
You know, keep saying that man's whole entire name. Okay. Oh wait, I missed the comment. Hold on, Jasmine. We gotta go back to you.
And that's the question we're gonna answer next from Kim.
I know it's right here. This is where we at.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I mean, well, because we was talking about that, we could have just read Jasmine's real quick.
Well, I didn't read it. You was reading them. I wasn't reading them.
All right. I don't think Jasmine said I don't think it's necessary, but it feels good for them as women to be shown off from time to time. Next, no, I'm just playing. I can. I mean, I understand that. I can understand.
I mean, especially like we've been married 12 years.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
And the only reason people knew we was married is because I posted him on social media. Like I'm not,
and because my relationship status said married to Tia Payne.
Y'all know I created his Facebook page, okay?
So it said married to Tia Payne.
This is before we even got married.
Because she's Mrs. Payne.
Don't even. Just hey, wait.
Hey, why Tia always bring that up?
She brought it up the other day.
Hey. All right. Okay.
All right, go ahead. I saw a post that stated social media is at fault for failed relationships. What do you think?
False. I mean, not all of them. Some of them. Because like we said, I think that a lot of people get into comparisons. A lot of people take guidance from social media. I mean, if we're being completely honest, like a lot of the and this isn't a knock against him or anything, but like Steve Harvey, I don't know what training, I don't know what professional, you know what I'm saying, degrees he holds and stuff like that, but like now he's a relationship expert. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Harvey?
I mean, now he talk about relationships.
Oh, really?
Talk about all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, people look to him and look to that type of stuff for guidance in their relationship or what to do and stuff like that. So, and a lot of that now comes through social media. But I think a bigger factor is like we were talking about, just the comparison stuff. Just that, hey, this is how they live, and whether it's your friends or it's somebody else, hey, this is how they live and this is how I want to live. If you're not doing this, then Joe Blow told me that you ain't a good dude. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, there's comments going around, or that have been going around, where people was like tweeting stuff like, if your dude, what is, like, just goofy stuff. It would be something like, if your dude drive a Hyundai, you know what I'm saying? He ain't a real dude or whatever. Like you need to break up, like just goofy stuff like that.
Why is that goofy?
Because
I'm just playing. I just playing. Go ahead.
right, but I'm saying like just stuff like that. And there's goofy enough people out here in this world that will follow that stuff. They'll see that stuff and be like there was one that said if your dude order a salad when y'all go to a restaurant, y'all need to you need to divorce him or break up. Stuff like that. So like I think people are heavily influenced by it, but that's some people.
People probably can't even see our faces, but still.
They can't see. What did it say? Said I'm learning that my woman personalizes movies every time I make a comment. She takes it the wrong way. I'm silly, so I go 0 to 100 on Goofy just to get a reaction. But I truly feel like this is a good way to know your mate. I post my fiance and I more now that we're engaged, maybe because we're very happy and the love is growing. There you go. Dude, congratulations, man. We looking for our invite.
What invite? Oh,
He just
never mind.
I got you, Louis. I'm here.
So I do not agree that.
Hold on, but Ashanti said she ain't posting nobody ever.
I know I had already showed that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's because you was really into what you were saying, so you missed it.
You asked me to talk more.
You need to. I don't agree that social media. I don't think that's the factor. I personally think that there must have been some issues already. But at the same time, that goes back to whoever the person is. Like, what is your character on social media? What are you doing on social media? If you use social media as a way to just do wrong stuff, then okay, yeah, we can say social media ruined my relationship. But at the end of the day, like if you as a person are getting on social media and you have a significant other and your intent is, oh, I'm about to go find me somebody new. I'm about to be jumping in people's inboxes. I'm about to be saying hi as soon as they accept my friend request, whatever the case may be. If your intent behind being on social media, which some people do, some people actually get on social media with the intent to meet people. Like, this is our meeting spot. This is, where I'm about to make some hookups, regardless of whether or not I got a significant other or not. Then I think you're using it in a way that's going to ruin your relationship. But I don't think that's the actual factor of that. I just think some people, you know when it comes to people's character, everybody don't just got a good character when it comes to certain things like that. And I don't say that to say that not that people won't get in certain situations that could have been preventable. I'll put it that way. But some people's intent is just simply to get on social media, to do whatever it is that they want to do behind their significant others back. So people, I've heard people say that too. But I think that's just another cop out of what we can say why our relationships are failing. I personally think people are not putting enough time and effort into maintaining their relationships. When it comes to like date nights and me and you, we've known each other since we were 18. So in a sense, yes, we have grown up together, but I don't think me and you would have been together as long as we've been together if we didn't pay attention to where we're at personally in our life at any given time. Like just how seasons change, your seasons in marriage will change all the time. Your seasons in your relationship will change all the time. And it's up to you to make sure you're paying attention to that. Like I'm not the same 18-year-old girl you first met, and neither is he the same 19-year-old boy I met. Like if we want to be successful in our relationships, then now at in our 40s, do you know who I am as the 40-year-old Tia versus who I was, even when we got married. How old was when we got married? I was 30. Yeah, I think I was 30 and I turned 31.
32.
Something like that. Yeah, because we're coming up on 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was 31. So I mean, even then, I'm in a totally different space than I was when we first got married. And yeah, we've been through some ups and downs in our marriage. We've been through some trying times in our marriage, but at each stage we've grown through those things, and you got to be able to keep up. Like if you're not willing to keep up, everybody gonna lose their relationship. It ain't gonna be a result of social media. I do a whole bunch of different stuff. When we first got married, I didn't know nothing about domestic violence, barely. I was just learning the field. Like, you wasn't even in the field. You was what, still at First Energy, I think.
Hmm.
So a lot of our, wants and dreams and desires and things that we want out of life, it simply have changed. And if we're not keeping up, then yes, social media is a cesspool for being able to find something that's going to satisfy your wants and desires, right then and there. So I personally feel that if you can have a meaningful conversation, that's the most important. Like, I agree. I think, the art of communication has simply been lost. And I will say I don't think social media has helped that. It's nothing to, get on social media and scroll versus sitting and having a conversation. Like, when me and Jew, like, one thing that we learned, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Every season of your marriage, you may need marriage counseling, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, sometimes you simply need to just be like, what, maybe we need a party that's not going to agree with either one of us, but really going to point us in a direction that's healthy for our marriage. So I think in every, changing season, sometimes you just need, why are you looking like that?
Look at your daughter.
Oh, like, sometimes you need, a different person, to talk to give you some healthy boundaries. So one thing that I forgot what I was about to say. It was about us going to marriage counseling. Oh, I remember now. So, and one of these times that me and Jude went to marriage counseling, one thing that our pastor told us is that we needed to have a scheduled communication time. And he said, whatever time that is that, y'all decide y'all are strictly thinking about talking to each other, let that be your time. And then this is another thing that he gave us, which I thought was fabulous. He told us to, and you focus on the change together, definitely. Something else that he told us was, you know, talk about stuff you've never talked about before. Not our normal. Like, me and you can always sit and talk about our kids. We can always sit and talk about this dumb little shows that he watched. Like, some of these things we can always do. But what about, talking about something that I've never told him before? Remember we had those conversations? Yeah, so like we would literally sit and think, like, what have I never told him before? And some of the stuff is shocking, some of the stuff is like, whoa, but we had to be intentional about having that conversation. And if we weren't intentional about it, then we weren't talking. We were on social media. Jew was into his sports. It came a point where we weren't communicating at all, and not necessarily because we were having issues per se, but we weren't being intentional about making sure we sat and talked to each other and found out just where you're at in life. Like, how surprised were you when I came up with Legacy 31?
I mean, I wouldn't say I was surprised necessarily. What? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I was surprised, communication is vitally important. That's your daughter. As far as like the question with the social media, like I don't think that it's the root of people. You know what I'm saying? The relationship being messed up, but I do think it, like you said, it kind of exposes people, I guess, so to speak. Because I mean, even when can you stop? I mean, even when we see people like tell all their business on social media, like that can ruin a relationship.
That
Um,
has ruined the
yeah, but
relationship.
that's what I mean. So it's like it doesn't necessarily mean that there could have been issues, you know what I mean? But like if a person feels like, okay, I'm gonna take my business no matter what it is, if it could be something small, like you don't like burnt hot dogs and I burn the hot dogs when I make them. You take it to social media looking for validation. You know
Validation,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You take it to social media looking for people to agree with you. Like putting every bit of your business on social media, whether good or bad, I think is what kind of magnifies whatever is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we see all the time, like people put their business out And then it's like, okay, maybe 3 days later, it's like,
Something totally different.
yeah. And look, if that, however you choose to live your life and your relationships, that's your business. But at the end of the day, like, your business isn't everybody's business. And I think that's where social media comes in, as far as like ruining relationships, because
Right.
it's like, you're not coming and talking to me, but you're talking to your 3,000 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like everybody has their circle. So you have your, like, our church call them boat folks, where you go and you talk to them and you like, hey, look, this is what's going on. And these are people that you can trust and confide in. When you take it to social media, you might as well put it on the news for the whole world. Like, seriously, because I don't know all of your 5,000 friends. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're putting business out there that, okay, these people that have never personally met me, maybe never seen me, when they do meet me, okay, they already got this opinion for them because you ran to social media and told our business.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's something I think is big or small, you ran and told her. Like, I could be offended that you put I was hiding snacks.
Wait, well, you was like, okay,
Because
let's
I
not even
wasn't
talk
hiding
about-
snacks. But
Yes, you was, dude.
no,
man.
I
Okay,
wasn't. It
whatever.
was in my bag.
Okay.
But
All
anyway,
right.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that, where it's like, okay, you won't come and talk to me, but you'll go post screenshots, or you'll go post text, or you'll talk about our conversations, or
Right.
again, yeah, looking for that validation.
So that brings another question. Do you think I post on social media our business too much?
Um, say that again.
Do you think I post our business on social media too much?
No, I mean, if you did, like, I would say something.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
I'm
you
not,
brought
no.
up the hiding of the snack, so I thought.
No, I
maybe
think
was
you post
offended
too
by
much of that
What, that
untrue
you
stuff.
that you was hiding
Yeah,
snack?
because
Dude.
I wasn't hiding snacks. I think you just did that for the laughs. Because they weren't hidden. They were like if they were hidden, you wouldn't have found them.
Listen, y'all.
Oh my good. Okay, we're gonna stay on topic. Because you way off topic now.
Dude,
All right.
okay.
I think social. Oh, I guess I gotta show it.
Yes.
I think social media has people feeling way too free to expose their feelings and don't realize social media posts are forever. I agree.
Absolutely.
For some reason, someone named Denicia Payne thinks something's funny.
She laughing about them snacks she was hiding.
I'm like, whatever, man. Y'all crazy. You don't want us to know what he be doing.
I mean,
I don't want nothing made up about me. That's for sure.
First of all, I don't personally think that was made up, because me and you made a decision that we were getting chunky and that we were going to stop eating snacks. And so to go upstairs the very next day, randomly doing something in our bedroom, and then on the side of the bed, he got a whole big old bag of peanut M&Ms, partially hidden under the bed and partially hidden by this bag.
Okay, we done with that conversation. We are done. We are done with that.
Okay, whatever. He was hiding snacks.
Anyway, but no, like you said, I
Dana.
I don't think being on social media itself is what ruins these relationships.
The snacks were set aside.
Set aside. Anyway, thank you, Willie Dingle. But I don't think like you said, social media in itself is what's ruining relationships. It's how people use social media. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I would say that, Kim.
I definitely agree. It's how people use social media.
Oh my gosh, here she go. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Like, it really caught. And the funny thing
Who was that asked if I feel? Oh, you asked me that.
You said no until I post stuff about you hiding your snacks.
Because they wasn't hidden.
What do you call it?
All right, I call it next topic.
We on the same topic. This is all part of it, because I posted that on social media.
You did. That was a trend you were trying to set.
It was not. So, in all honesty, when I went upstairs in our room and I seen the hidden snacks, it really caught me off guard. And so I actually was just like, wait, like, I didn't even post that part. I said it when you asked me about Dairy Queen the next day after I found the hidden snacks. But to be perfectly honest, I actually posted.
And you posted about Dairy Queen.
I posted the picture of the hidden snacks.
I took the kids to Dairy Queen. for
And he got.
anyone who wants to know.
Did you get some?
I didn't get no ice cream.
Did
I
you?
got a beverage.
Anyways, the original post of that was I posted it in our wives group. So actually, only the wives of the Burning Bush Church, hey ladies, they're the only ones knew I actually posted the picture. Then when you went to pushing me to create the Payne Reality stuff, like the
You just
page and
had to
all
throw
that,
it on there. I didn't push you to do it. I said, look out for it. And then you just miraculously came up with it. And content, might I add.
that was the point. The point was the content. So you know
Mm.
what?
Hello, Jackie Thomas.
You be so deadpan sometimes, man.
Hello, Jackie Thomas.
If your base is solid, social media can't surprise. You know your partner. Yep, see?
Yes.
It was the way you said beverage. But no, I agree. I think through all of this, that kind of comes back to when we were talking about last week, people who who share Facebook,
Yeah.
who share the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Like I do agree, depending on your circumstances, why. Like if it's originally created, that's different. But I do agree that it comes down to a trust factor. When you suddenly start sharing Facebook pages, or any type of social media page, because some people share all of their social media is the same. Which I don't want to get a million notifications about all the sports groups that Jew was in. Like that's his social media. He be talking about sports, all sports and sports and sports. That's what he did.
Every man has a snack drawer. You can call it hiding, but it's just we get the urge to snack on something and don't feel like getting up. Got a container of Raisinets next to my bed. Let's go, Jew. A blizzard is a beverage now, brother. I didn't get a blizzard, man. I actually got a beverage, man. It's amazing how you seem to be on my side for the first point two of your comment. Then the other point eight, you kind of slide in a jab there, Louis. I got you though. I
Hey, that
got you.
was funny because you always say beverage. It just kind of throw people off. Like,
Because it was okay. All right.
Was it a pop?
No, it was a beverage.
I got you. I got you. But so yes, I do agree that if you are not utilizing social media correctly, I do think it'll have a negative effect on your relationship.
Yeah.
Now I utilize social media. The funny thing is, I'm probably not on social media as much as people think. I have this issue that if I have a red dot on my phone, I have to clear it. And so, actually, of late, I actually turned off notifications on Facebook. So I don't go on there as much. Sometimes I try to remember if I posted something. Like one day I woke up and I had like 30 notifications. I'm like, did I post something? Like, what did I post that will get me 30 notifications in a matter of a few hours? Um, but other than that, it was because I went on Facebook and it had all those notifications, and I'm like, dog, like what happened? So but other than that, I like even being like, I think there's a certain time that you should shut down social media. Yep, she found her fiance snacks on the side of the bed full of donuts, Snicker bars.
Don't say
Listen,
like you.
so we could
Never mind.
have.
Okay, just go to the next one. Just say and go to the next one because you got to try to play me again.
Yep, see, he said it's a couple shows, so he got to show love to both of us.
I can dig it. I'm gonna still get you back.
Thank you. She hate having notifications too.
So you said, what did you say last week about banners? You had 4. What are banners?
Oh, none. It was just really this. What it was
Don't
like
you have 4?
comparison, subscribe, and everyone's just those. And one of them I deleted wasn't
Oh,
necessary.
I don't know what none of that means.
That's because you don't be on here, figuring out this whole string
I
thing that
know.
we
I
be
just
doing.
sit and talk.
And he barely does that.
I've just been talking for
Today
like
has
40
been good.
minutes.
Like today has been good. Like today he really have been more engaged in our conversation. He do got the TV on, but it's silent in the back.
You just go. That's cool.
I don't.
Keep on.
And I was gonna say something, but then you made me forget.
Here comes that bus.
I was gonna say something, but you made me forget what it was.
What was you gonna say?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh, all right.
He's no help. But in any case, I think long as we are using social media correctly, I think it's helpful, for a lot. Like, okay, this is social media that we're doing right now, but I think we're using it correctly. Like, we're sharing moments from our life that got us to where we was at. Like, you would have thought that me and you would have been the ones to get married. Like, since he want to tell my business that I said he was supposed to be, my husband on social media, but our life led us, totally different. But now that, we here, what, almost 13 years of marriage, we got 1,000 kids. Um, like, I feel like we got stuff to share that, makes sense to a lot of people, that keep people, engaged. Like, I wouldn't say like we know, what do people call them? Couple mentors, marriage mentor, all that type of stuff.
Oh no, that's not us.
I mean, we just share our truth. But I will say I still think it helps some people. Like, some people struggle. Like, one of our biggest struggle, like we've said, it has been blending our families. And so who would think that we bring the struggle to Facebook, to is on YouTube too. Oh, that reminds me, we did create a Payne Reality Facebook page. And so this will be the last week we're actually streaming from our personal pages. It's a lot. It's a lot. So this is actually the last week I'll stream it from our personal pages. It'll be on YouTube, and it'll be on the Facebook Payne Reality page. I'm trying to
Six.
six.
She said how many kids in total?
Oh, you didn't post it.
Oh, I just answered it.
I know, but
Six.
yeah, we got six. This is a lot. It's a lot.
It is.
All varying ages too. Like, sometimes I be thinking like where did Kendall come from? Like, Jalen and Janai 18, Deontay what, 20, Tyshawn about to be 16, Julian 11, like, but then Kendall like 6.
Mm.
Like, she's 6. Like, what happened? I mean,
Well, I'm sure everybody know what happened.
I mean, besides that,
Oh.
like, Kendall okay, shut up. So Kendall was just like you're 6. Like, we can't leave her home by herself. We was almost there. We was literally almost there. Like, Julian can be at home by he 11. And then we got Kendall.
Don't do her.
I mean, I'm not. I just really be
I was
thinking
about to
like,
say something, but this is a kid-friendly show.
I just be thinking like, where did Kendall come from? Because she's 6. And we had kids graduating and she was in kindergarten. That's a whole another conversation we could have. Like, why is people having kids after they almost out the door with the other kids? And we could have been at Dubai, but we got Kendall at 6.
You gonna go to Dubai and leave Julian here by herself
He 11.
for as long as we'll be in Dubai?
I mean, he could have.
Dubai is not a weekend trip.
Well, he could have spent the weekend with Deontay, but Kendall can't go nowhere because she's 6, and she will act up.
This is where you enlist the help of Tequila Nuss, who has stage, in her presence. See, if we want to go to Dubai, Tequila Nuss chime in.
That's true, actually.
No.
Ashanti, okay. That's all I got for you.
Oh, congratulations.
It is. You know what? When I had Jalen and Janai, of course I was, with my ex-husband. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. I got a boy and a girl. I don't need no more kids. And then, of course, circumstances. Are you checking the time?
Yeah, because we gotta be on time.
Circumstances, and I ended up.
And no, there's no game on, people.
So I ended up divorced. And so then, Jude began to his stalking at that point.
All right,
and then
that's over. That's over. We're gonna cut that out. Every time you try to accuse me of stalking,
I'm
cutting you off.
This is part of the story. Like, you have to let the story flow that I'm telling. You always cut me off
because you always put in that ridiculous sidebar.
It's not a sidebar. But in any case, see, you always distract me, and then I be forgetting.
Good.
So, I mean, I don't forget the part that I was saying, you began your stalking.
Of course not.
Do you remember what I was about to say?
Nope.
Anyways,
forgot.
I kind of remember what I was about to say. What I was about to say was, after he began his stalking, and here I am at this point, single in my life with, how Jalen and I was what, 3?
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
It's not, y'all.
What? I'm saying like that could
I'm
be a
being
topic.
I'm submitting right now.
I'm saying that could be another topic
I'm
for
submitting
a
right
whole
now.
nother week.
You got something?
Nope. Go ahead.
You be
Go ahead, because you talk about our kids' age range and all that. Then you was like, we can have a talk show. Not a talk show. We can have a topic about why people choose to have kids later in life or whatever you said.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Not that. I don't know where you got that from.
Don't read her comment. Don't read her comment.
That's actually funny.
No, it's not. I hope you like sitting in the back on Sundays, Ashanti.
Yep, see, on the nightstand right now.
Can't post a picture in the chat. Exactly.
So
See, she's covering her boo.
I was covering you.
Yeah.
But see,
over TikTok.
I believe certain things need to be exposed. And if you hiding snacks when we supposed to not be chunky anymore, then I'm exposing the fact that you hiding snacks.
All right, I got you. I got you.
I mean, Dairy Queen the next day, and they, you know, that was a bit much. Like it caught me off guard, which is why I took a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally caught me off guard. Like I was very surprised.
All right.
Very surprised. But
All right.
so Jude be making me forget what I'm about to say. I think he leads these conversations so I can stop talking about whatever I was about to say.
I guess.
I mean, that's how I see it because I be having good stuff sometimes, and then it totally slips my mind. Yeah, because you do that on purpose.
I don't know.
So in our time of wrapping up, because it's 9:52, in our time of wrapping up, I'll say my piece of I just think we got to be mindful of how we are using
I'm gonna kick Louis off the show forever, man. You silly.
That's not who was that? Who said it?
Who is that? Oh, this guy. Oh, my fault, Louis. You ain't off the show. Joseph Darnell is off the show.
And you said his whole name.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you, bro.
So I just feel like we got to be, we got to really be mindful of.
Jump on the show trying to roast me.
See, this is why I think you be.
Right, go ahead. Sorry.
We just got to be. We got to be mindful. Yeah. See, he had to correct you.
My bad.
Need glasses?
No, that's little.
Is it? I'm sitting all the way back, and
you got on contacts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, go ahead. So we won't go over.
We not because we doing our wrap up 7 minutes early.
All right.
In my wrap up that was so rudely interrupted, I just think we got to be mindful of how we're utilizing social media. I'm going to be more mindful of not posting, his snacks on social media that he's hiding, because clearly, I feel like it meant something to him that I did that. I mean, I agree. Listen, do y'all know this is why me and you have probably been together the longest, is because of how funny he is. Like that. Laughter, if you have laughter in your relationship, you are doing something good. Like he makes me laugh. Anytime anybody ever says like the one thing about your spouse that you love the most, mine has without a shadow of a doubt always been he makes me laugh. That's one of those things. Like when me and you have been going through some of our toughest times in marriage, we can always laugh. Even when he gets on my nerves, or
never
when he gets on my nerves, like we can always bring it back because we find something to laugh about. That has been one of the strongest things about our marriage, is we can always laugh together. That had nothing to do with my wrap up, but I just thought that was a good thing to throw out. Maybe one day we can talk about that. What's your most favorite thing about your spouse, or something like that? What's your most favorite thing about me?
That ain't the topic today.
Well, I mean, I felt like we had like a few minutes.
We don't. We got 5 minutes. We got to
finish wrapping up. 5 minutes.
Got to finish wrapping up. I know, because I get some time to wrap up.
Okay, you go ahead and wrap up.
No, you finish wrapping up.
I was done. I mean, that was.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. That'll be a topic for another day. Favorite thing about your spouse or partner. So, like she said, I agree. It's how you use social media, whether or not it becomes a crutch or a issue for your relationship. Um,
I'm a okay, Tierra. We're not.
Thank you,
No.
Tierra. But it's how you use social media. Like I said earlier, I think social media exposes a lot of people, a lot of stuff. Um, but I do want to encourage people, like, even if you're not comparing your relationship to other people's on social media or stuff that's going on, but if you use that as like inspiration, or like that's a goal of yours to travel more or something like that. Again, as long as that energy is brought to your partner the right way, I think it can be fruitful, as opposed to being like something that kind of hurts your relationship. Like I said earlier, I don't think all of your business is for social media.
Right.
Like some funny stuff that happens, you know what I mean? Something, maybe you do go to social media, ask for advice on different situations and stuff like that. But make sure that that's in the midst or in according with you also talking to your mate. Don't let
Hmm.
your mate, the first time they find out is from somebody on social media, or they see your post on social media or something like that. Then I think that kind of wedges throws a wedge in between your relationship. Um, but just use social media selectively, I would say. And then next week, like we said, we're going to talk about, and I got to read a little more up on it, but we're going to talk about Harvey and Jordan.
I don't think we should talk about that. I think we should talk about some of the whys,
That's what,
but not their whys.
but that's
Like we can
but
use that as an
but
example.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I'm about to talk about them and I don't know them, so I can't talk about their relationship. I'm talking about the situation, because we've seen people with opinions on her not being ready to get married. You know what I mean? Him being ready to get married, and then she leaves, stuff like that. So just that kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I wasn't talking about. I don't.
I mean, because we could bring it back to us. Like, I mean, we didn't get married till we was in our 30s, and we met at 18.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, because it's Payne Reality, so I just felt like I
I
should put
mean, it
that out
is,
there.
but I'm just saying, like, the topic. Topic, because some people got an issue with why she didn't want to get married.
Why? Like, why is that even okay?
Because I mean,
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that next week. But some people do. What is this?
she for the streets.
See, that's a lot of people's opinion at this time. A lot of people,
Well, I have a very different opinion, but we can
and we'll
save it
talk about that
for
next
next
week.
week. We can save it because mine is very, very different. Like,
Miss Kathy Hunter, you put $100 on there.
no, I think we were saying something. She was saying 100.
Oh, I thought she was a blessing. Hey, I thought it was about to be money in the cash app.
Well, yeah. You know what Tierra was talking about?
Trying to keep up with everybody can definitely be depressing. Keeping up with the Joneses, as they say.
That's really Jew. He the funny one. I think it's you.
Who said never?
He said never.
What I say never about?
I have no idea,
Me
but
either.
we're referring to Jew as the he in this relationship.
I mean, we most certainly are.
I'm just saying. She referenced he, and you said
you
who said
old?
never.
Who old?
You.
She's talking about you.
You're older than me.
She's talking about you. Because
I
I
do
ain't
got
old.
more gray hair
What
than
was
him.
Tierra talking about? Say it, Jew. I was just in agreement because she was in agreement
Oh, you don't know it?
with whatever I said. Thank you again, Tierra.
Hey, you don't even know. No, you don't even know what she's talking about. You can't even say that. No.
Why not? So you gonna tell me off camera?
Yep.
You might as well tell me now. Oh, okay, that's
I don't
cool.
even know where her comment went.
That's cool. She'll
No.
tell me. I'm about to text you, Tierra. Let me know what you said.
No. Let's see. I think we got to see. Yep. See, she said you're old.
Corny.
Tierra put it out there. I mean, you know what? Sometimes I think I'm funny. I think I'm probably funnier than Jew, but mine comes in a very
Now
quieter manner.
it's about to be 10 o'clock.
So that's how I feel about my funny.
You never mind. It's 10 o'clock.
I mean, I'm just saying we ain't done. Like every comment gets shown until they're done commenting.
Say what you like about Tia. Everything.
It's Great
What did Mike
answer.
Epps say? It ain't shit. Never mind. Next.
This is social media.
Next
We're going to go with
comment.
that.
I just said something sweet to her. She ain't said nothing sweet to me. She trying to throw me under the bus.
I did. I said how, we've been together so many years because you keep me laughing.
Oh, all right. That's sweet.
He trying to hurry y'all up. This is what he trying to do.
Because we got to be on time.
I mean, I feel like we should just let it flow because people are laughing at you right
They're
now.
not laughing at me.
What do you call it?
I don't know.
So we got another comment. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. I said, make me laugh.
She did, Ashanti. I almost forgot.
That's because he old, just like Teresa said. He don't want to comment because he really be like pinching me on the side like T is 10 o'clock. Like it's time to get
I
off.
never
It's 10
pinched
o'clock.
her once, but I definitely point out that it's 10:01.
All right, so wait, we ain't done yet. Take your time. We at church.
Hey,
now.
man, don't show his comment.
Why not?
Because he ignorant, man. Don't show his. Why would you show his comment?
Okay. I'm sorry. That was funny though.
Facts. We wrapping up.
We are a family-friendly show.
Yes, we are.
See, look.
Right. That's why I said, yeah. Y'all silly, man.
So as we wrap up, we ain't done yet.
Hey, like that lady in church.
Was that at our church?
Yeah, it's here, lady in church. Man, hurry up.
That's terrible.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That's amazing.
Okay, yep. It's 10:02. So we're gonna wrap up. Jew has an amazing topic for next week. So we wait, Tier laughing.
Don't show his. I'm about to just read his. Oh my goodness.
It's already out there.
We definitely out. Hey, we out, y'all. Thank you.
Yes,
We'll see y'all
thank
next
everyone for joining us tonight. Again, if y'all ever have like any type of topics y'all want us to discuss, feel free to let us know. But until next week,
Peace.
we out.
All right, is we out?
No.
Oh.
Like when I put the sign up, you supposed to just hush until I end the broadcast. You messed the whole thing up. And everybody hearing that. You was crazy, dude.
Can they still hear us?
Yes. I didn't end it yet.
Oh, we'll end it.
They can't see you though. You don't gotta. Hey, you got problems, man. I'm done with you. Wait, somebody said some comments too. See, Teresa said, I know y'all can hear us because you ruined the moment. Like it was just supposed to be done. Thank you, Tierra.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
I figured it out and he's sitting up here talking, but okay, I'm really about to end it right now. Even though y'all can't see us. But thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys.